Chairman of Lumjingba Group, Sanasam Jackie, arrested by Enforcement Directorate from Kolkata. Rupees 34 lakh in cash. Properties worth rupees 130 crore seized. Massive destruction of poppy continues in hill districts of Manipur. Chief of Hangsoma village nabbed for cultivating poppy. Chief Minister Nongthamam Biren visits residence of veteran journalist Kangujam Madhu Mangol to condole his death. And a sit-in protest held at Keshampad Thiamlaikai to condemn the death of Moirangthe Mongbi Pachaspati Mayum Ongbi, Noria alias Nanau. Kuramji, good evening. You are watching Evening English Bulletin on IS News, and this is Victoria Rajkumari. Now to top stories. The Enforcement Directorate (ED) has arrested the chairman of Lumjingba Group, Sanasam Jackie, from Kolkata and seized rupees 34 lakh in cash and properties worth rupees 130 crore. The ED also seized documents Lumjingba Group from Gurgaon residence of Sanasam Jackie, sources said. The Enforcement Directorate also reportedly raided residences of 5 directors of Lumjingba Group. It also raided the office of a media firm a few days ago in connection with the default case. It may be noted that Lumjingba Finance, a subsidiary of Lumjingba Group, has been hit by defaults. Notably, following strong pressures from over 15,000 investors, Lumjingba Group's chairman, Sanasam Jackie, had transferred the rights of all the 15 companies under the group and land holding documents in the name of the company worth around rupees 253 crore to its investors in April 2022. Sanasam Jackie had reportedly handed over the properties with Supreme Court advocate Devajyoti Behuria as the witness at Leela Palace, Kailash Colony in New Delhi on April 21, 2022. Over 15,000 investors had invested around rupees 600 crore in the company. Following an aerial survey conducted under the supervision of CAF and PD Minister El Susendro, a joint team of Forest Department, Police and NAB destroyed a poppy in different areas of Chandal district. A press release issued by Assistant Conservator of Forest Chandal, L. N. Munal, stated that altogether 120 hectares of poppy plantations in 11 villages of Chandal district have been destroyed along with 30 huts. The destroyed poppy could have produced around 2,500 kgs of opium. And Munal also stated that during the aerial survey, 13 villages in Chandal district were reported as a hotspot of poppy plantation, and poppy plantations at Langhikop and Laijang had been destroyed. And Munal continued that a large area in a Faizi village was also found cultivating poppy, adding that it will take time and manpower to destroy the poppy there. He said since the plants are of different heights, the forces are facing obstacles. ACF Chandal also stated that new plantations will not be possible in these areas for a while as salt and chemicals were used during the poppy plantations. He further said that the failure to carve illegal poppy plantation in Chandal, Churachandpur, Kangpokpi and other districts of the state poses risks to the environment. He urged the public to extend their support and cooperation to the government efforts to end poppy cultivation. A combined team of Kangpokpi and Senapati Forest Division and Forest Department, District Police, 1st MR, NAB NABD, MPTC and 4th IRB destroyed illegal poppy plantations spread across 32.4 acres of land at T Konomphai villages in Sampai. The drive operated with 266 staffs under the leadership of Rens Forest Officer Kangpokpi Rens was carried out yesterday. The joint team has been camping at Makuikul for the past 4 days. On the other side, staff of Forest Department and District Police also carried out a drive to destroy illegal poppy plantations at the hill range of Fulejang village, Saikul. As part of the state government's war on drugs campaign, the police have arrested another village chief for cultivating illegal poppy plantation. The arrested has been identified as Jamthang Haukip, aged 54 years, son of late Jamkothong Haukip of Langsom village under Saikul Police Station in Kangpokpi district, chief of Langsom village. A team led by OC Saikul Police Station, Lungthang Vaipai and SI Sengilen Kipgan arrested the village chief. Chief Minister in Bahrain has congratulated the Manipur police for their unwavering efforts in the campaign. Chief Minister Nongthom Biren today visited the residence of veteran journalist Kangujam Madhumangol, who passed away on January 20th, and extended condolences. Biren hailed Madhumangol for his role and contributions in the society. He also prayed that God gave strength to the bereaved family members. Kangujam Madhumangol was a founding member and the president of All Manipur Working Journalists Union Amju. He served as editor of local Manipuri vernacular Prajatantra and also editor of local TV cable news network ISTV. He was also a writer who had published many books and also a recipient of the Manipur State Kala Academy Award. A sit-in protest was held today at Keshampad Thiamlaikai to condemn the death of Moirangthem Ningol Bachaspati Mayum Ongbi Nauria, alias Nanau, aged 53 years, wife of Bachaspati Mayum Roshan Sarma, a resident of Bharmapur Nahabam Bhamulaikai near basketball ground in Imphal East. The protest was held at Keshampad Thiamlaikai, the birthplace of the deceased. The family and the locals suspected a foul play in the death and have formed a joint action committee to seek justice. Speaking to media on the sidelines of the demonstration, convener of JC against the killing of Moirangthem Ningol Bachaspati Mayum Ongbi Nauria, alias Nanau, Chongtham Iboyaima accused the in-laws of Nauria of murdering her. He said a blood stain was found on the hat of Nanau after they were informed she had committed suicide. Chongtham Iboyaima urged the concerned department to investigate the case of Nauria, alias Nanau, and book all culprits at the earliest. Following the sit-in protest at Keshampad Thiamlaikai, the JC member who were on their way to submit a memorandum to the Chief Minister was stopped by police at Pauna Bazar Junction. After an understanding was made between the police and the JSC handed over the memorandum to the Chief Minister through the officer in charge of Imphal Police Station. A road mishap occurred at a place located between Sora and Kakching Lamkai of Kakching district along National Highway 102. Sources said that a Baleno car crashed along the road. It is suspected that the accident was a high-speed collision. Residents of the area have expressed caution and stressed the need for raising awareness for road safety. Not a day passes without road traffic accidents in the state. Awareness creation, strict implementation of traffic rules, prevention interventions like setting road and safety rules, securing compliances, improving transport policy, enforcing blood alcohol limits, mandatory seat belt use laws, routine investigation of road conditions, especially in the hill areas, and scientific engineering measures are the need of the hour to prevent this public health catastrophe. A combined team of Imphal East District Commando, Porompat Police Station personnel and Reserve Line Porompat conducted cordon and search operation at KR Land opposite Kangla helipad today. The team, including women police personnel under the supervision of Imphal East SP, carried out the drive from 6:30 a.m. till 7:45 a.m. Altogether, 100 individuals of the area were verified. The team also found some rented houses in the area and requested the landlords to keep proper records of tenants. The residents were also requested not to accommodate unknown persons. No one was detained during the drive. Security has beefed up in the state ahead of the upcoming Republic Day celebrations. The police have been conducting massive cordon and search operations in vulnerable parts of the state. Imphal West Police Commandos searched houses in the adjoining areas of Yeshkul and Moirangthem Bokun Makong today from 6:15 a.m. until 7:55 a.m. Around 110 individuals of around 110 houses were verified during the drive. However, no one was picked out. Meanwhile, a team Bishnupur Commando conducted cordon and search operations in various areas of Bishnupur district today. The police verified many individuals. However, no one was detained or picked up during the operation. The 5th Women Conference of Rongmei Baptist Churches Council, in short RBCC, organized by Women Department RBCC held since January 17, concluded yesterday. The 3-day mega event was held on the theme Godly Women in the Changing World. CWC member Gai Khangam and IAS Marcina R. Panmei graced the function. Various activities like choir song competition, seminar, cultural shows, talent shows, display of different designs of Rongmei traditional dresses were the main highlights of the program. About 15,000 delegates from Assam, Manipur and Nagaland under Rongmei Churches Council RBCC attended the event. President of all Manipur United Clubs Organization Amko Fairejum Nando Lawang has urged all local clubs and Merapaibi bodies of the state to unite and take necessary actions to combat climate change. He stated the same during the 17th Foundation Day celebration of Imphal East District United Clubs Organization, in short REDUCO, at Puribi Puraba Community Hall in Kurai Ningthobung Laikai today. Nando Lawang noted that Manipur is facing a rapid change in the weather condition in the recent years, causing problems to the people. Stating that climate change is a global emergency, he reiterated his appeal to the people for their involvement in combating climate change. REDUCO President Dvijo Takilambam, President of Foirei Laimarol Mairapaibi Apunba Manipur, Longjam Memchobi, President of all Manipur Women's Voluntary Association Amoava Yongkhaibam Kunjarani, and President of Peaceful Club Kurai Ningthobung Laikai Laishram Mangalsana Mite took part in the event. Attendees also paid floral tributes to the former members of Imphal East District United Clubs Organization during the program. World Meat Council CMWMC will organize its 4th plenary session at Suknu on January 29th. A press release from Secretary General CEC of WMC, Yambim Arun, said the session expects participations from many meeties residing in South and Southeast Asia. He further said that the meeting aims to promote and nurture the dignity, self-esteem, bravery of the Meiteis and discuss the current condition of the state. Arun urged the people to come and participate in the session. The campaign on Let's Retrospect and Rectify for a New Generation, held every Sunday under the initiative of Headmaster of Kumbi Sangdung Upper Primary School, National and State Teacher Awardee Khangembam Indrakumar, completed 1 year today. The campaign was first launched on January 23, 2022 and has been held every Sunday since. The first Foundation Day celebration was held at Kumbi Sangdong Upper Primary School campus. A cleanliness drive was held ahead of the program around Lai Sangdong Laikai at Kumbi Municipality, Ward Number 9. Federation of Civil Society Organization FOX condoled the untimely demise of veteran journalist Kangujam Madhu Mangol, who passed away on January 20th. Members of the organization held a condolence ceremony at Fox Complex today, wherein they paid tributes to the late journalist and observed a 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to the departed soul. Members of Lamdaibong Social Welfare Club, Kakwa Lamdaibong, also condoled the untimely demise of veteran journalist Kangujam Madhu Mangol, who passed away on January 20th. The condolence ceremony was held at the club meeting hall today. Executive advisory and subcommittee members of the club also observed a 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to the departed soul. Madhu Mangol served as the president of the club. He was also the founder president of All Manipur Working Journalists Union. Fears over the impact of the new Omicron subvariant VF7 variant have risen in the country after several cases were detected in various countries. In view of the threat posed by the Omicron COVID-19 variant, the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has advised people to wear a proper mask, maintain social distancing at public places, and take both doses of COVID vaccines to ward off the virus. Meanwhile, COVID-19 cases in India are increasing with a slight margin. India reported 140 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. The new infections took the country's total caseload to over 4.46 crore, while active coronavirus caseload has increased to 1,960, which accounts for 0.01% of the total cases. As per the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the death toll stands at 5,30,733 with 3 new deaths. Meanwhile, the number of people who have recuperated from the disease has gone up to 4,41,49,228 with 117 recoveries in the last 24 hours. The country's recovery rate stands at 98.81%. Over 220.28 crore vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Top 3 states contributing a maximum number of COVID-19 cases to India's tally are Maharashtra, Kerala and Karnataka. Meanwhile, in the northeast India, Assam has the highest number of active cases, followed by Mizoram and Meghalaya. COVID-19 has infected over 67 crore 32 lakh, while more than 67 lakh 45,000 have succumbed to the dreaded coronavirus, and recoveries are above 64 crore 47 lakh. Globally, USA has the highest COVID-19 cases, followed by India and France. The Nagaland police have seized various contraband and cash amounting rupees 18.5 crore rupees during the past week. The police carried out the raids as part of their pre-poll measures against drugs and arms, peddling and unauthorized monetary transactions. A senior police officer said that the various drugs worth rupees 3.43 crore, foreign liquor valued at 21.25 lakh rupees, and various other contrabands worth 14.84 crore rupees have been seized from different parts of the state during the past 1 week. The police also seized arms and ammunition worth rupees 50,900. The officer said that after the Election Commission of India announced a schedule for the Nagaland Assembly elections on Wednesday, raids will step up against all kinds of illegal activities and clandestine trading. The police have also sought public cooperation and support during the election period for proper implementation of the Model Code of Conduct. The 60-member Nagaland Assembly will go to the polls on February 27, while the results will be announced on March 2nd. And on the note, let's take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Keep watching IS News.
Go Aviator Academy, a complete platform for aviation aspirants, inspired by experienced professionals. Come and join with us, a course designed for cabin crew and ground staff to help turn your dreams into reality.
Ana Layengi office ki thabak amadi koiba chatpada India ki konung New Delhi da laifam leitabaki awaba koklagani. Delhi airport kayam naknana lairiba Mahipalpur da Manipur miyam ki damakta laizare Hotel Ambrosia. Laifam gi oina lupa lising amadagi hauraga pung kunmari pickup amadi drop ki taxi service laigani. Restaurant service ka loinana tongan ba khudong chaba kaya phangbigani. Vishal Mega Mart, Ambience Mall, DLF Mall amadi irap laptana nungairaba mafam kaya yobada khudong charaba mafam amani. Ngasi ma contact tawbirau Hotel Ambrosia A217 Road number 6 Mahipalpur. Phone number 9643504772.
Welcome back. You are watching Evening English Bulletin on IS News. The government has decided to suspend all activities of the Wrestling Federation of India (WFI) until the Oversight Committee is formally appointed and takes over the day-to-day activities of the WFI. This includes the suspension of the ongoing ranking competition and the return of entry fees taken from the participants for any ongoing activities. The announcement follows a decision by the government to appoint an oversight committee which will take over the day-to-day activities of the WFI. In addition, the Assistant Secretary WFI Vinod Tomar has also been suspended with immediate effect. Earlier, he had termed the charges against WFI President Bhushan Sharan Singh as baseless. The Oversight Committee will help to ensure that all the complaints made against the Executive Committee of the Federation are inquired into and the Federation is managed in an efficient and transparent manner in the best interests of the sportspersons. It may be mentioned that many wrestlers and their supporters have carried out protests for 3 days at Jantar Mantar in capital New Delhi, accusing the Federation President of sexually and mentally harassing young female athletes. Indian Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur also met protesting wrestlers for a second time yesterday and said an inquiry into the accusations will be completed in 4 weeks. New Zealand's Labour Party has unanimously endorsed Education Minister Chris Hipkins to succeed current Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern as party leader. Hipkins was the only nominee for the leadership position, so his endorsement today was largely at formality. At a news conference in Wellington after the decision, Hipkins acknowledged the ongoing Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern and said that she has been one of New Zealand's great prime ministers. Ardern said she will be stepping down from the country's top job in a surprise announcement last Thursday, citing exhaustion. She is yet to formally resign as a Prime Minister to New Zealand's Governor-General, a step needed to make the decision official said. The Hipkins said he expects to be sworn in on Wednesday. A career politician who entered Parliament in 2008, Hipkins became a household name while leading New Zealand's pandemic management as COVID-19 response minister in Ardern's cabinet. Aside from being Education Minister, he is also Minister for Police and the Public Service and the Leader of the House. Now the sports news. In tennis, world number 1 Iga Swiatek crashed out of the Australian Open women's singles after losing to reigning Wimbledon champion Elena Rybakina by 6-4, 6-4 in the fourth round at Melbourne Park today. Elena Rybakina, 23, will now play former French Open champion Ostapenko in the quarterfinals. 17-seeded Latvian Jelena Ostapenko has defeated 7-time seeded Coco Gauff by 7-5, 6-3. In men's singles, Novak Djokovic beat Grigor Dimitrov in straight sets by 9-7, 6-3, 6-4 to move in the last 16 of the Australian Open. Djokovic will now face Australian Alex de Minaur in the round of 16. Meantime, Sania Mirza and her partner Anna Delinia crashed out of the Australian Open today after losing the second round of the women's doubles event. The Indo-Kazakh pair lost to Belgium's Elysian van Uyvans and Ukraine's Helena Kalenina by 4-6, 6-4, 2-6. In the men's double, the pair of N. Sriram Balaji and Jeevan Nendusheltian also lost to the French duo of Jeremy Chardy and Fabrice Martin by 6-4, 6-4 in the second round. In football, Chennai FC played out their third consecutive draw, sharing the spoils in a goalless game against ATK Mohun Bagan at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Chennai on Saturday. In terms of playoff moves, both Chennai FC and ATK Mohun Bagan gained no significant advantage through this result. A mixture of good defending, goalkeeping and finishing that wasn't clinical enough kept the score unchanged till the full-time whistle. Neither side looked contained with the point but had to settle for it. The result came as another missed opportunity in the playoff race for the hosts. They sit in 8th place, 2 points behind the Bengaluru FC and 3 off the final playoff spot with a game in hand. The visitors continue to search for their first win of the new year and are on a point behind Kerala Blasters, who occupy 3rd place. Both sides failed to move in place in the table. The teams will be back in action on January 28, with Chennai FC locking horns with Bengaluru FC and ATK Mohun Bagan playing Odisha FC. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at headlines once again. Chairman of Lamjingba Group, Sanasam Jackie, arrested by Enforcement Directorate from Kolkata. Rupees 34 lakh in cash. Properties worth rupees 130 crore seized. Mass destruction of poppy continues in hill districts of Manipur. Chief of Langsong village nabbed for cultivating poppy. Chief Minister Nongthammam Biren visits residence of veteran journalist Kangujam Madhu Mangol to condole his death. And sit-in protest held at Kishampa Thiam Laikai to condemn the death of Moirangthem Ningol Bachaspati Mayum Ongbi, Noria alias Nanao. Well, that's all we have in this evening bulletin. Thanks for being with us. We'll be back with more news updates at 8 p.m. Until then, have a great evening.